I grew up part of the time in the southwest slopes of New South Wales, but the main part in the western suburbs of Sydney, the Blacktown area. And in those days, you didn't have pubs and bands and that sort of thing very much. So we used to make our own music. We used to go out on the sand flats of the Windsor River. And my brother Phil was a very enthusiastic musician, and he always used to play drums and strum on guitar. And I wanted to get involved, so I would pick up water pipes and play didgers. So I got my first practice jamming with rhythm instruments like drums, and with a very enthusiastic mob of people all revved up and excited and wanting to make their own fun. Bit dry. Takes a while to get away from playing in the big smoke and playing all this hyper stuff and getting back down among it around a really calm lake somewhere up in Arnhem Land. I don't want this place too well known. I lost my hand when I was a young fellow of 16 experimenting with rockets and rocket fuels and that sort of thing. It doesn't interfere with my didgeridoo playing though. Losing a hand, it can be a good thing because it makes you very determined. That's only a very minor degree of handicap, I reckon. When I was only 4 years old, I was taken to see the film Jeddah. And just from seeing that film, I was totally possessed by the sound of the didge and very, very fascinated with the Aboriginal people. I never decided to make a career out of didgeridoo. I think the didgeridoo just took hold of me as a kid.
What was your first experience of playing didge to a group of blackfellas?
My first experience, jeez. Yeah, I think it was in Alice Springs, actually. Yeah, just walking around the council lawns there with a didgeridoo and seeing a mob. Hey, you fella, come over here and play some didgeridoo. And playing and, oh yeah, that's deadly. Something like that, you know. I worked and lived alongside Aboriginal communities out in the Western Desert for 6 years. Like a lot of people go out there, very enthusiastic to see good things happen, and like a lot of people, I was first taken up by appearances, by camps, you know, with lots of rubbish around and people with seemingly nothing to do, a listless, meaningless life. But what I eventually got to find out was that the people out there are surviving, and that's really a big step, because going back a bit, not that far, the Aboriginal people were supposed to be a race and a culture that would die out. And although we see a lot of things now that aren't good, the people really are quite happy and spiritually strong. And I think we tend to expect Aboriginal communities to develop and change at the rate of a new suburban subdivision garden or something, you know, but it's just not going to happen all that quick, and it's important not to get too frustrated, and it's important to feel good that the Aboriginal people of Australia have survived, and it's an Indigenous culture that I think Australians are going to draw on increasingly. There's some things that no matter how long you stay in the bush, that you'll never get if you haven't been brought up according to certain Aboriginal traditions. I can look around the gum trees and I won't see something the size of a bee going into a small little knoll on a tree, but they do it just as a matter of course.
Good taste. Kenna bukan nama kulengan. Aha. Kulengan dan mapo. Ma. Ayah. Ayah. Kok. Ya kata kamu. Mereka tuan dem kacan.
Most people get their impressions from Aboriginal people in towns where it's usually mastery of the white fellas' skills that's important. Things like literacy and flash clothing, sharp dressing, power dressing, whatever they call it. You go bush it, you turn the tides around. We can go poking a dozen holes in the mangroves, but not all of them are going to have crabs in it. But most of those people, most of the times they go to have a go at a hole, usually there's something in there. And that just comes, I suppose, from years and years of kids where instead of having their eyes fixed on a fixed range book or a blackboard or something, their eyes are continually looking out, refocusing, adjusting to different distances and learning these things about the bush. Look, bag, hold them open, please. Thanks, Rosie. What have you been? Oh, good tucker tonight, eh?
Hey, it's got me this one.
Yeah, I bet you never met one of these before, have you, little mate, eh? I think I might grab you from behind. This is the ultimate fight. Ah, you poor bugger. Even those little ones got a little bit of nip in them, haven't they? Hey? Oh, so much for the romance of the crabber's life. Often when I haven't been out bush for a while, I'll see these poor little creatures like goannas and mud crabs. And I'll look there, they're so beautiful looking, you know. But usually once I've been in the company of some of the locals for within an hour, you know, that sentimentality about nature rubs off very quickly. It's silly to sentimentalise about nature. People that are really at one with it don't. Oh, no. Too much. It takes a long time, like a lot of things in the bush, to learn where and how to get things done, you know. You just can't walk up to any country where it looks like there's lots of termites and small gum trees and find didgeridoos.
Oh, we just try this tree. Yeah. Nah, nothing.
The best wood is the yellow box tree that grows around certain parts of Arnhem Land. That is a great wood because it's light, it's got a good bell shape, and the wood tends not to crack. If you get a slight crack in it, it flattens the note.
The big one?
Yes. Hollow noise.
Yeah, you want to try?
Yeah. Stringy bark isn't bad. Occasionally you'll find a didgeridoo even in a wattle.
What's that? Is it all this one?
It's pretty good. You should be able to roll a 20-cent coin right down it.
On top of that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a big mouth for that one, eh?
Yeah.
You skin the bark off, and it's important to cut back the white sapwood because that contracts at a greater rate than the inner solid wood. And because the sapwood contracts faster, it cracks. I don't have to worry about fingers anymore, mate. It really helps, although it's not totally necessary, to find some what's called sugar bag, but is really the wax of native bees. And you put that around the mouth end because to play a lumpy old bit of hard stringy bark is a bit sore, you know. It doesn't make you want to play the instrument for very long.
Up here somewhere.
Out there, right? And when you're not playing your didge, well, you'd do the opposite you would if it was a good guitar. You'd throw it in the water, I'd reckon, because they don't mind a bit of moisture. It holds the wood grain nice and tight. Yeah. Still more ants inside, I think.
Yeah.
All coming out.
Yeah, somehow.
And if you haven't got a swamp in the backyard or a nice moist place where you can stash your didge, leave it wrapped up in a blanket somewhere and put it in a dark cupboard because they don't like to be out in the open. The air rushes through them and dries them out, and invariably they'll crack. So put your didge to bed when you're not using it, eh?
Yeah. When I was a boy, and I played this, I played through bush, myself. My father wasn't there.
Right.
I play, and I come back, I'll ask my father, hey, Dad, I can play now. You sure, he said, yeah, I play. You try to listen to you play.
Yeah.
Then I play, oh, you good, keep practice, he said.
Yeah?
One day I went to Billabong, listen to bird, what sort of bird coming down, I listen dingo call, the bird call, every bird, and I start copy and play,
So you teach yourself a lot of
I
this stuff?
teach myself.
And what about some white women? Would you get upset if you saw a woman playing didgeridoo?
Oh, it's my color, Aboriginal woman.
Yeah.
We don't allow to play didgeridoo, otherwise you might have more and more kids. Is that right?
Yeah? What, you're saying have too many babies?
Yeah, too many babies.
Right.
But I say a lot of baby.
Yeah. You make good money making didgeridoos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Good.
I think you can try play now. Anything inside? And have a look. Oh, they're all clean. Try.
Yeah. not bad, but I don't know, you think you'll make it sound better?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah?
Try.
I've asked a lot of people about the sacred meaning of the didgeridoo during this present trip up here, up into the Northern Territory, and I've drawn blank answers. But then one fellow took me aside and he told me a couple of sacred uses of the didgeridoo. And because he told me that they're sacred and secret, I really can't relate these to other people. When people dance, right, Aboriginal people dance, why do they dance? What's it for?
Because when somebody die,
Yeah.
and we get up and celebrate for dance, you know,
Yeah.
dancing for our family or like that.
So if someone dies, you celebrate?
Yeah, celebrate dancing.
Right.
Then but
Because
they
you-
celebrate dancing, and then after, you know, they cry, everybody worry for family.
Mm.
Or you get worry for your father and mother sometimes.
Mm.
It's like that.
Yeah.
The spirit must come back with family.
Spirit got to come back.
Spirit got to come back with the family, say goodbye. You can hear it sometimes every night when they start singing before someone die. And next afternoon they got to sing, spirit come back for your family, you lose your kid, you know, like that. We just yell out and sing out.
Mm.
And spirit come back. Oh, you got to sing out. That means him say goodbye.
Mm.
And the spirit gone for good.
So you say that can spirit hear didgeridoo? Like,
Didgeridoo you call, spirit must come back.
right.
We got a dancing there for the ceremony. That's where people die. We're gonna put a dance, singing, and you know, one day long, you know, sometimes one night, or next time, sometimes 2 days,
And sometime 2 weeks or what?
or sometimes
So you what you call a specialist corroboree man? No.
something like that, probably, man.
Go back! Go back, get up, go back.
A lot of people often
Down
ask
here and
you
go back, get up.
to go and perform
Down.
That's right.
at special, what you call this ceremony?
We call gunbor.
Gunbor.
That's why we sing robbery for the when somebody die, because they can't do their own. They want people from other countries.
Oh, what? They don't do it anymore?
No, they don't do it.
Come on, young fella.
Everything you need here in the bush, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You get your paints from the
We
creek.
just find him anywhere we want it.
Here's a couple here, look.
Yeah, that's the red one.
Okay. One.
Yellow. What you got there?
So red one here.
Is that a good one?
Good one here.
Oh, not really.
Huh?
The red one, good one.
Yeah, but this one not too hard, eh?
Yeah, that's too hard.
Try that red out. Yeah. And the white?
Yeah. That's the white one. Like that.
Right.
The white one. And that's the red one.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
that
the
red.
one.
That's a good one.
That red's really strong, isn't it?
Good one.
There it is.
That's good, eh? You've been overseas playing didgeridoo, haven't you?
Yes. 2 times in England.
Yeah.
Play with Royal Paris.
Yeah.
And 2 times in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I brought back the biggest hat, big Mexican hat.
Because you're a very famous man, for
Oh, yeah.
didgeridoo. David Blanassi is a big man.
That's right.
What sort of things do you think are big humbug that bother you?
Why black people, you ask him question too many. And sometimes we tell you, some people can tell you good. Like me, I'm telling you straight or anything like that.
Yeah.
But some of people, they can't tell you some straight. They just say, they don't understand much.
Yeah.
And you know what that means, humbug?
Humbug?
Yeah.
What?
Or too much talk, too much ask him any question or anything like that.
Too much pushy, push all the time.
Yeah.
And who do you think's the big humbug mob now?
I think one of you mob already. You like that?
Righto, mate, yeah. Truly, most Aboriginal people like my playing, I think. And it just goes to show that there isn't a great reservoir of bitterness towards non-Aboriginal Australia. They are more wanting of recognition that they've had a very hard time and that we need to be more supportive of their attempts to get back on their own feet. And probably the best way is through their own land and their own culture being strong. To me, I can't get really enthused by a story about a rainbow serpent making a great river. That's for the Aboriginal people and their dreaming and their corroboree. But in some ways, with my band, I have my own corroboree. When the lights come down, it's Gondwanaland and it's soundscapes for landscapes, and people can let their imaginations ride. I'm an innovator with the didge. I'm not really a master of it. I experiment, I do a lot of different rhythms, and I play it and present it to audiences in interesting sorts of ways. But what makes my music strong, I think, is the band that I have that plays with me. I like to play in concert with other people, so I'm really lucky that I've got a solid band with Peter on keyboards and Eddie on percussion that gives my didgeridoo playing precision, strength and soul.
Thank